You're welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. Let's see. Do we have everyone in, Mr. Glanville?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the 1:30 Orca status calendar. I'll be presiding over court this afternoon. Let's see, if you're on Zoom with me this afternoon, please find yourself a quiet place to talk with the court when we get to you. If you are a defendant in a case, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present at these proceedings this afternoon.
So it's gonna be in her courtroom. So then,
Thank you. We do have solicitors and public defenders that are present. If you are a defendant in a case and you do not have representation and you would like to seek the services of a public defender this afternoon, we'll be happy to give you that opportunity. Ms. Helen, are you on the line with me?
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon, Ms. Helen. Would you advise people that seek the services of a public defender how to go about doing that this afternoon?
Sure, Judge. If you are seeking the services of the Public Defender's Office, to apply, put your first and last name, as well as your cell phone number in the chat at the bottom. Please do that. Don't forget that. Also, please know that it's going to be a wait for each public defender to contact you. So when you request it, just be prepared to wait. Thank you so much, Judge.
Thank you, Ms. Helen. I appreciate it. Let's see, if you are an attorney and you're new to the Orca division, just want you to know that your cases have been transferred here from a division judge. They will remain in the Orca division until resolution, which means that either you enter into a plea or you request a bench trial or through jury trial. We also have solicitors, as I said, that are present not only in court, but are present on Zoom today. I would appreciate it if you have not spoken with a solicitor and you're an attorney to speak with a solicitor today. You may have spoken with a solicitor in the division, but they are transfer cases. As such, you'll be speaking with new and negotiating with new solicitors. So I would encourage you to do that today. Let's see. Let's see who we have with us this afternoon. Position number 1, Zakia Abdur-Rahman. Abdur-Rahman. Okay,
request a bench warrant.
Give her till the end of the calendar to appear. If not, a bench warrant will be issued. Position number 2, we dealt with on the 9 o'clock calendar, Brandon Allison. That case is reset to February 7th, status conference calendar at 9 a.m. Position number 3, Khalil Austin. Khalil Austin.
State request a bench warrant.
Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. Austin doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. Position 4, Julia Arnold.
Morning, Judge. We're here for a negotiated plea.
Okay, yes, good afternoon, Mr. Stein. Let's see, do you have the paperwork ready for the court?
No one has given me anything.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we'll have the solicitors get you the paperwork so that you can fill it out, and as soon as you're ready, we'll take that plea.
I'll get that to you as soon as possible.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Githier. Position number 5, Larissa Benson.
Yes, Judge, that'll be my case. I do expect Ms. Benson.
I'm here.
Ms. Benson is present. I do have discovery on that case. I just haven't had a chance to review it since this is a new transfer to me. Could we please get a final plea calendar to continue to negotiate and discuss this?
Okay, do you have everything that you need from the state at the present time, Ms. Rosenhuber?
I do.
Okay. The final plea calendar will be on January 31st at 1:30. Does that work for you?
That's great, Judge. Thank you.
Do you have, Ms. Benson's contact, all of her contact information as necessary?
I do.
All right, may Ms. Benson be, released?
She may, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Benson, I'll see you back on January 31st. You have a good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, you too, Your Honor.
Mhm. Position number 6, Nijorica Brooks.
That will be my case, Judge. Is Mr. Brooks present? Is Mr. Brooks present online, on Zoom? Judge, this is another transfer case to me, and like this morning, I have limited contact information, so maybe we can at least wait to the end of the calendar.
Okay, I'll hold for your announcement.
Okay,
Mr.
thanks.
Gaither. Position 7, Samuel Carroll.
This is gonna be no cross, Your Honor, and I'll get that no crossover.
Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Carroll. The state is going to dismiss your case. If you would like to wait around to receive a copy of that non-pros, I'm happy to give you a copy as soon as we get it completed. If you want to go about your day and call back down, we're happy to get you a copy at that time. It's up to you, sir.
Okay, thanks so much.
Okay. Position number 8, Willie Colbert.
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Colbert. Let's see. Are you represented by Mr. Collins?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Mr. Collins is here. He's just about to step on.
Okay, all right. So I will hold for the announcement of counsel. We'll be with you, Mr. Colbert. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Position 9, Devon Daniel, or Devin Daniel. Afternoon, Mr. Daniel. Let's see. Is someone from the public defender representing Mr. Daniel?
That's Frank's case.
I thought that was Mr. Gaither's case.
Oh, it is?
Mr.
It must have slipped through the cracks, Judge. I'm sorry. So I'll be representing Mr. Daniel.
Okay, Mr. Daniel, I'll give Mr. Gaither the opportunity to talk with you today, okay? All right, thank you, sir. We'll be with you. I have that position number 10 has been non-crossed, Tyreek Elliott.
That's correct, Judge.
Position 11, Amina Ituzima. Last name Etuazim.
Yes, that's me. I'm not sure if my attorney's on right now.
Yes, good afternoon, ma'am.
I see that her attorney filed a notice of conflicts. I think he's gonna log on a little late.
Okay, I'll hold. Is Evan Watson, that's your attorney, ma'am?
Yes, and he let me know he might be a little late because he had another case before this.
Okay, that's fine. We'll hold for his announcement. We'll be with you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Position 12, Desiree Fagan.
Present.
Yes, good afternoon, Ms. Fagan. Are you represented by counsel?
No, sir.
Would you like to apply for the public defender this afternoon?
I'm not even too sure.
Okay, you've been charged in case 21 CR 007934E with criminal trespass and damage to property and simple battery family violence. Each of these charges carries with it a maximum penalty of 12 months in jail and/or $1,000 fine. Yeah, you have a right to proceed pro se if you would like to, but we have public defenders here today that if you qualify for their services, they can represent you and adequately advise you on the matter. I'm happy to give you that opportunity to apply for the public defender, but if you would like to proceed pro se, that's up to you. What would you like to do, ma'am?
I can do with the public defender.
Okay, so if you'll put your contact information into the chat, we'll have someone get with you at the end of the calendar, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Position 13, Charmel Fitton.
Judge, that'll be my case. I believe Miss Fitton, I believe that she should be present on Zoom. I did speak with her this afternoon. Miss Fitton, are you present? Judge, I expected her to be here. If we could hold, I'll try to get in touch with her. I did send her what I believed was the
Okay.
Zoom link.
I'll hold for your announcement, Ms. Rosenhuber.
Thank you.
Position 14, Samantha Flowers.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, good afternoon, Ms. Flowers. Let's see, do you have counsel representing you?
No, I had submitted an application, but I hadn't heard anything back from them.
Okay, if you'll go ahead for me and put your information into the chat, we'll have someone reach out to you at the end of the calendar, okay?
Okay, I just need to put my phone number or what I need to put.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Your phone number, maybe your email address.
Okay,
All right. We'll be with you. Thank you, ma'am.
thank you.
Position 15, Brian Green.
That is my case, Judge. Is Mr. Brian Green available in court? Is Mr. Brian Green present? Judge, I ask that you hold to the end of the calendar and we
Okay,
have an opportunity to see what's possibly going on. It's a new transfer case.
I'll hold for your announcement, Mr. Gaither. Position 16, William Green. William Green. It's the state's pleasure. Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. Green does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 17, Jordan Hill.
Present, Your Honor.
Good morning, good afternoon, Mr. Hill. Are you represented by counsel?
Yes, I hollered the public defender's office.
Okay, you've made application or you've already spoken with someone?
Yes, I submitted an application.
Okay, if you also, Mr. Hill, will go ahead and put your information into the chat for me. We'll have someone reach out to you at the end of the calendar, okay?
Okay.
Position 18, Carlos Horios.
Good day, Judge. I'm Alan Levine for Mr. Hoyos, and Mr. Hoyos is on the line. Judge, I spoke with the prosecutor yesterday by email for the first time, and we did get the incident report yesterday. It does refer to other evidence that we're trying to get, and also I think the state's trying to get us some video, so we do need some more time to get all the evidence, and then I can file whatever motions necessary based on that evidence.
Okay, I can either put you on a final plea calendar or a motions calendar. Which would you prefer?
I think a motions calendar would be fine. I do have substantial leave over the Christmas break, so I don't know what day we're looking at.
We're not looking until sometime well into the new year. February 21st. Does that work for you? At 9 a.m.
February 21st. That would work, Judge.
Okay. All right, we'll put you on the motions calendar on February 21st at 9 a.m. That is an in-person calendar, so you and your client will have to appear at G33 with me, okay?
Okay, I will speak with the prosecutor also before then.
All right, very good. And do you know, have you had an opportunity, do you know who you're speaking with?
Ms. Githia, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Ms. Githia, is that correct?
Githia.
Githia. Ms.
Okay.
Githia, correct.
All right, very good. You all have a good rest of your day if you don't have any further cases on my calendar.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Position 19, Jasmine Jackson. Jasmine Jackson.
State request a bench warrant.
Bench warrant will be granted if Ms. Jackson doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. Position 20, Daryl Jefferson.
Good afternoon, Judge. That'll be my case. That's actually a transfer case from the division. Mr. Jefferson is present on the Zoom call. He just submitted his information. So Judge, I just want an opportunity to enter in my appearance for this case and review any discovery with Mr. Jefferson as well.
Have you had the opportunity, Ms. Helen, to speak with the the solicitor and to receive the offer in the matter?
Yes, actually, Miss Githier has sent me the offers ahead of time, which she showed me this morning as well. So I do have those offers, Judge.
Okay, would you like to be placed on a final plea calendar?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, we'll place you on the January 31st final plea. And that is at 1:30. Okay,
Understood, Judge.
do you have everything for
Judge.
Mr. Jefferson that you need?
I do, Judge.
Do you have a question, Mr. Jefferson? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Judge. No, I'm all set. I'll just go over everything with Mrs. Heller.
Okay, very good. I'll see you back in January, Mr. Jefferson. You have a good afternoon.
You too, Judge. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Judge.
Position number 21, Melvin Jenkins.
Good morning, Judge. That will be my case. Is Mr. Melvin Jenkins present?
Yes, good morning, Judge.
Yes, let's see, Mr. Gaither.
Hey, Mr. Jenkins, if you could do me a favor. Well, first, Judge, I want to ask that we just continue this, further notice this to the final plea calendar. I have discovery, I have the body cam in the file, and I have the state's offer. I have just not had a chance to speak with Mr. Jenkins at all. And so, Mr. Jenkins, if you could put your phone number and email in the chat, then I can contact you, get this discovery to you, then we can get the rocking and rolling from there.
Yes, sir. Can I do it now while I'm on the phone?
Yes, yeah, please do it now. Do you have the capability to go into the chat?
Yes, I'm doing it as we talk, sir.
Okay, all right.
Okay, and Mr. Jenkins, as soon as you put your information in, then you are free to go, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
What will be his date? What will be his date, sir?
His final plea date will be January 31st, final plea calendar at 1:30. Okay? Position 22, Terrence Kelly, I have as being in custody. As such, I will reschedule his case for the February 7th status calendar. It'll be at 9 a.m. Position 23, Jessica Kemp.
Good afternoon, Judge Ron Hood on behalf of Ms. Kemp. She is present on the call.
Good afternoon, Mr. Hood. Let's see, what are we doing with Mr. Kemp today? With Ms. Kemp?
Ms. Kemp, Judge, I have spoken with Assistant Solicitor Judge, Ms. Guthieva. We are close to a resolution. Respectfully, Judge, I ask that the matter be reset for another status calendar. At that time, I believe we'd have a resolution of the case short of trial.
Okay, given that you're going to have a resolution, I'm going to put you on a final plea calendar so that if you aren't able to come to terms, your next step would be bench or jury trial, okay?
That sounds good, Your Honor. Do you have a date for that final plea?
I do. That's January 31st at 1:30. Does that work for you and your client?
We can make that work, Your Honor. Is that virtual or in person?
Normally what I do is that if you have your paperwork, submit it to me prior to that date. I will do it over Zoom. If you have not submitted your paperwork to me and it's going to be a plea, and I need for you to come down so that we don't waste any time and get that done. So that's up to you. If you get the paperwork in, I'm happy to do it over the Zoom call.
Sounds good, Your Honor. Yeah, that completes our business, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes, have a good afternoon. Thank you.
You too, Judge. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Position 24, Anthony Knox. Mr. Knox with us?
They request a bench warrant.
Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. Knox does not appear by the end of the calendar. Let's see, position 25, Luis Litt Hall.
Your Honor, Attorney Timothy Lewis here representing Ms. Hall.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Lewis. I do have the paperwork for the plea this afternoon. Ms. Hall is ready to take the plea this afternoon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll get that done. And is she on the line with us?
No, Your Honor. She's an elderly lady and she's had a doctor's appointment today. She resides in Indiana as well. She could not reschedule her. She just had surgery. She could not reschedule her appointment for today.
Okay, so you're requesting another date for me to take this plea?
No, Your Honor, it was she had to be present. I was under that I could be present for her. That's her attorney.
Not unless all I have is the regular plea paperwork. If there's gonna be a plea in absentia, I'll need for you to get me that plea paperwork. I don't know if you're able to do that today. I will need her to be present to take the plea and for the court to explain to her, the plea language, unless you would like to do that in absentia. But
Your Honor, yeah, I can absolutely get that to you today, Your Honor.
okay, will you be able to talk with her to make sure that I would imagine that you're gonna have to talk to your client, to get her permission to do the plea in absentia. Are you gonna be able to do that?
Your Honor, by the end of the calendar today, Your Honor, I believe we can get her on the line. Her appointment, because she's in Central Time, an hour behind us, Your Honor. I believe we can probably get her on here.
Okay, it's up to you. I'm happy to hold for your announcement on the matter, so,
Okay.
and you'll need to get the paperwork into the court for that plea in absentia for it to be taken.
Well, no,
Okay.
if I can get her on the Zoom call now, Your Honor, then she can be here present before the end of the calendar right now.
Yeah, that would be preferable to the court.
Okay.
So I'll hold for your announcement, Mr. Lewis.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. Position 26, Michael Lockhart. Michael Lockhart, represented by Durante Partridge. Do we have a notice of appearance of counsel in this case? I'm going to hold on this matter since there's an attorney involved, and I'll come back to position 26 at the end of the calendar. Position 27, Elliot Malloy.
Yes, sir, Judge. This is me.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sorry, it took me a little bit to unmute myself there. This case is, from what I can tell, is ready for jury trial.
Okay. You have everything you need, Mr. Heath?
I do indeed.
All right, we'll further notice it to the next available jury trial calendar, which should be sometime in February.
Okay, great.
All right, so if you have everything you need, and you don't have anything further on my calendar, you and your client are excused.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We have at the end of the calendar, someone give Mr. Partridge a call and ask him if he and his client are going to be present. And if they're not going to be present, then let the court know why. Otherwise, the bench warrant will be issued for his client. Thank you. Let's see, position number 28, William Moore.
Yes, I'm here. Hi, good afternoon, Judge. Larry, oh, here we go. Okay. Larry Cohn and Mr. Moore are both here. Ms. Allen reached out to me yesterday. I don't have an offer in the case. I've got discovery, but with missing a video. If we could put this on the motions calendar and I'll bring them down from Maryland and we'll either resolve it that day with motions or work out a case on that day. Let's get it moving.
Okay. What else whose case is this with the solicitor's office?
Miss Allen.
Okay. And what more do you need from Miss Allen, counsel?
Video. The discovery was filed yesterday in this case, but no video yet.
Okay. I will place it on the February 21st motions calendar at 9 a.m. Does that work for you, counsel?
It does, and I'll speak with Mr. Moore afterwards. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, you're welcome. And that's an in-person calendar for both you and your client.
Yes, sir. G33, correct?
Yes,
See
G33.
you guys then. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, have a good afternoon.
Yep.
Position 29, Willie Moses.
That would be my case, Judge. Is Mr. Willie Moses present in court? How about on Zoom? Did I hear someone?
Willie Moses. I'll give you the opportunity to get in touch with him.
Thanks, Judge. Yeah, this is another transfer case.
All right. Position 30, Harun Oz.
And Judge, that's going to be my case. Is he present in court or on the Zoom call?
Is Mr. Oz with us? Do you have contact information, Miss Helen?
I apologize.
Sorry,
I thought
Judge.
35. Yeah, Judge, that's 30. I spoke too soon.
So we were muted there. I apologize, Judge, but I don't have any discovery in this case. I'd like to get another status so I can look at the discovery.
Okay. Whose case is this with the solicitor's office? Okay. What are you missing, counsel? And have you been in contact with Miss Allen?
I have not, and I'm missing. I don't think any discovery was ever filed in Odyssey. I didn't see anything, and I haven't had any served on my email. So maybe I haven't received anything at this point that I can tell.
Okay, so I understand it was just filed yesterday, so I'll place you on the January 31st. Oh, I'm sorry, the February 7th status calendar at 9 a.m. Does that work for you?
February 7th at 9 a.m. That works just fine, Judge.
Okay. We will see you back on, and do you have, and I take it that you have Miss Allen's contact information?
Miss Allen is the prosecutor. I don't actually have that. Can she put it in the chat? I'll find it. I can call the office and get that, Judge. No problem. I'll get
I just want to make sure that you have everything that you need, Mr. Howard, so that we can move your case on forward. So if you want, can you place that in the chat for me? Okay, we'll place, just so you have it, we'll place your contact information in the chat for you, Mr. Howard.
Okay, thank you, Judge. I appreciate that.
Okay, and I see that your client is also on the line. So if you all don't have any further business, once you get that information, you're free to go.
Thank you.
All right, have a good afternoon. Position 31, Soleil Patterson. Yes, good afternoon, Ms. Patterson. Let's see, do you have private counsel representing you?
No, sir.
Would you like to make application for the public defender today?
Yes.
Okay, we'll give you that opportunity. Someone will be with you, ma'am, okay? Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yes.
it's Zakia Watson. Yes, I'm so sorry. I promise next time I'll wait to the end of your calendar for all of my cases. I'm double booked today, so I'm trying. Everyone's waiting for me in a deposition. I'm on one case, Billy Stroud.
Who's your client?
Stroud, Stroud.
Okay.
First name Billy.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Stroud is position 37. What are we doing with Mr. Stroud today?
I just got discovery. I believe it was last night. We would ask to be placed on, I guess, the next calendar. We have lost contact with him. So I'm not, I don't see him on the Zoom, so.
Okay, so I'm going to, I think what I'm going to, since you're telling me you've lost contact, I will give him the opportunity to appear, but I'm going to place him on a show cause calendar. January 31st,
Yes, Your Honor.
1:30 show cause.
Yes, Your Honor.
That would just remind me that he's been given the opportunity to appear. Okay? Anything
Thank you,
further,
Honor.
Watson Cafe?
No, that was it. Thank you. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good afternoon.
You too. Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's see, back to the regular calendar, position 32, Shroud Pinkston. Pinkston. We'll give Mr. Pinkston until the end of the calendar to appear. Position 33, Bruce President. Mr. President, with us. Is this case in your office?
Judge, I'm looking at it. It looks like Mr. Lawrence Cohn was on the Zoom and he was representing another client. Give me a second. Because I thought that said Lawrence Cohn, and it looks like it's Lawrence Cohn who was just on the line. Yeah, he represented number 28, Mr. William Moore.
Can we see if we can raise him again for the court? I'm going to hold for his announcement. Position 34, Portia Quarterman.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judge. That's
I'm
my
here.
Miss Quarterman
I'm here.
is present,
here.
Judge.
I see. Good afternoon, Ms. Quarterman.
If I could
Hello.
have a moment to speak with her, the number I have for her is no longer in service. So Miss Quarterman, if you could please put your updated phone number in the chat for me, I'll reach out to you before the end of today, okay?
My
Okay.
first time ever on Zoom.
Can you hear me, Ms. Quarterman?
Yes, I can hear you.
Are you able to put your phone number in the chat for Ms. Rosenhover?
I'm trying to figure out.
Okay. See if you can get that done for us, and if you can't, let me know, okay? Okay. Position 35, Curtis Reese.
Yes, Judge, that is my case. Is Mr. Reese present on the Zoom call or in court? And I've had no contact with Mr. Reese, Your Honor.
Do you have contact information, Ms. Helen?
I do, but it is expired. It's from years ago.
Okay. Let's see, if he doesn't appear by the end of the calendar, a bench warrant will be issued.
Understood, Judge.
Position 36, Stephen Sproul.
Judge, he is on Zoom and he is already speaking with me about submitting an application. He does wish to apply for the public defender services. I'm just waiting on him to take a minute to fill out the app and send it back.
Okay. Mr. Sproul, are you with me?
He was on here. I was messaging with him, Judge.
Okay, I'll give you the opportunity to raise him, Ms. Rosenhover, so I'll come back to him. We've taken care of position 37, Billy Stroud. Position 38, Tyler Sullivan.
Good afternoon, Judge. You're Donnelly for Mr. Sullivan.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Yes, we are missing discovery. I see that it was filed, but it was not served to us and we cannot access it online.
Okay. Whose case is this?
Yes, Your Honor, this was Ms. Allen's case. The initial discovery was filed in 2021, so we can send it again. We can do that this week.
Okay. Would you like to go back onto another status calendar council?
Judge, if he can get that to us this week, I would prefer to put it on a final plea just based off the age.
Okay, that's fine with me. So the final plea calendar will be on January 31st at 1:30. Does that work for you and your client?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. And if it will be a final, if it will be a plea, and you have your paperwork ready and to go, I don't mind you being over Zoom, but if you have not gotten your paperwork in prior to the hearing date, you and your client will have to come down to the court, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much. May we please be excused?
Yes, have a good afternoon. I'll see you back in January.
All right, thank you.
Position 39, Antonio T. I don't know if the T is for a longer name or Tucker.
Oh my God, I had it on mute.
What's your name? Are you
Steven
Mr.
Sproul.
What's
I'm
your
sorry.
name?
Steven
You're
Sproul, I
fine.
had it on mute.
Oh, okay, Mr. Sproul, you're fine. Mr. Rosenhoover is going to get in touch with you, okay? And if you could, do you need this information?
I've already emailed him the application. He probably needs to log out of the Zoom to fill it out on his phone and send it back, Judge. Would that be okay with the court? I have his phone number and his
No,
email.
that's fine. So, Ms. Rosenhuber sent you some information, Mr. Sproul. I see that you're in a vehicle. I need for you to, to get to a safe,
Yeah, I'm at work.
space.
I'm at work.
Okay, so if you can fill out the information and get it back to her for us, okay?
I definitely will.
All right. Thank you, sir. We'll be with you.
All right.
Position number 39 is Antonio Tucker. Is Mr. Tucker with us? Okay, I'm going to hold on this for the moment. I want to make sure that he was given a proper notice. Position 40, James Thomas.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Thomas. Are you still represented by Ms. Strong?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Strong, hi,
Oh,
Attorney
yeah.
Strong here.
Yes, good afternoon, Ms. Strong. Let's see, where are we with Mr. Thomas's case?
Hi, well, we just received video, 911 call, etc. last night, and I've been talking with Mr. Thomas today, but we still have a lot to go through. So if it's possible, we'd like to be put on the next plea calendar. I did receive an offer, and we'll be considering it after we go through the discovery.
Okay, that's fine. Does a January 31st final plea calendar work for you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, we'll place you on that final plea calendar at 1:30. And if you have your paperwork in, and if it's going to be a plea and you have your paperwork in prior to that date, I don't mind you being on Zoom. If you don't, I'll need for you to be here in the courtroom with me, okay?
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, very good. Anything further this afternoon?
No, we would like to be excused.
Okay, you all have a good afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good afternoon, sir. Position 41, Shawonia Thomas.
Thank you. Good afternoon. That's what we came with Ms. Thomas. Judge, we did file an entry in on her case, and I thought we had filed discovery. I believe we looked yesterday and saw that it had not been accepted by Odyssey. So we refiled it. I don't know who the solicitor is. I didn't find out yesterday from the solicitor's office who's on the case.
Now, discovery was filed in July.
And who was the solicitor? Never had any other attorney other than me. And I'm not giving a notice on the case. I'm not on it.
So counsel, let you speak with the attorney at.
What I was gonna say is that they didn't discover.
Jermel Fitton.
On the next final plea calendar, give me a chance to look at the discovery, talk to my client.
Okay, I just want to make sure that that you have everything. Can we mute whoever is if you're on the Zoom call and you're not speaking directly with me, please mute yourselves. The
We actually came to a rating for her. Should have been a rating.
So 11/28, so will send you the discovery again.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. That's
Okay.
fine. They indicate they're gonna get the discovery to me and an offer.
okay,
You put us on the next final week calendar, I think.
okay. That'll be January.
As long as they're with the structure of trial calendar.
That'll be January 31st at 1:30. Final plea calendar. Okay. Thank you, counsel. You and your client are excused when you get everything.
And
Position 42, Altiona Trumbull.
Good afternoon, Judge. That will be my case. Is Miss Altiana Trumbull present in court? Is Miss Trumbull present on Zoom? Yeah, I've been striking out since this morning.
I'll hold for your announcement, Mr. Gates.
Thanks, Judge.
Okay. Position 43, Denandez Walker.
Judge, that'll be my case. Is Mr. Walker present in court? Is he over Zoom? Mr. Walker. Judge, I don't have updated contact information for him. I would just ask that we hold till the end of the calendar.
Okay, I'll hold for you, Ms. Rosenhover. Position 44, Kenneth Ward.
Judge, that is also going to be my case. I have had a chance to speak to Mr. Ward. I believe he is present. I have received all discovery. I don't have an offer from the state yet, so if we could hold and report back on that case.
Okay, Mr. Ward, if you'll hold for us, Ms. Rosenhover will get in touch with you and we'll be with you, sir, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Position 45, Tierra Waters. I see you there, Ms. Waters. Yeah, you have to unmute yourself for me. You might have clicked herself off. I'll come back to her. Position 46, Leon Wiggins.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Tom Nagel on his behalf. He is on the Zoom here. I received discovery this morning and a video. I did not get an offer. We would ask Your Honor to put us on that February 7th status,
Okay,
if possible.
whose case is this?
I believe it's Miss Allen's.
Have you been in touch with her, Mr.
I
Nagel?
have not, Judge. I just got the discovery this morning, so I haven't had a chance to contact her.
Okay, do you have her contact information? If not, I'll be happy to make sure that you get it.
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, so February 7th, status at 9 a.m.
February 7th at 9 a.m. And is that Zoom, Judge?
It can be, yes, or you can come down and be with me in person.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, anything further this afternoon?
No, Your Honor. That concludes my business. Thank you.
Have a good afternoon, you and Mr. Wiggins.
You too. Thank you.
Position 47, Dontavius Williams.
Yes.
Yes, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Judge. That's my case. If Mr. Williams could put his contact information in the chat, Judge, I just want an opportunity to speak to Mr. Williams. And I'm just going to announce pretrial.
Okay, I'll hold for your announcement, Ms. Helen.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Waters, I see that you're back with us. Can you? Oh, she's gone again. Position 48, Jonathan Williams.
God. Okay, I won't be there.
Ms. Waters, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're fine, ma'am. Let's see, do you have an attorney representing you on this matter?
I filled out the
I am here.
Okay, whoever's speaking, give me a moment. Go ahead, Ms. Waters. Ms. Waters. Go.
Yeah, I filled out the application for the Atlanta bar, paid the referral fee, but nobody contacted me yet.
Okay, would you like to make an application for a public defender this afternoon?
Well, yes, but when I did it, when I came to court a few months back, they said I didn't qualify.
Okay, so have your circumstances changed at all since the time that you were here in court before?
No, I'm still working the same job, nothing's changed.
Okay, so I'm happy to give you an opportunity to hire counsel, but I'll need for you to make a diligent effort to do that, okay? So I will place you on the final on the status calendar on February 7th. That should give you enough time to hire yourself an attorney if that's what you choose to do. If you have not gotten an attorney by February 7th, we'll have to see what we can do to move the case forward, okay?
Okay.
All right, so you'll get a notice. It will be February 7th, status at 9 a.m. And hopefully you'll be able to get an attorney by that time, okay?
I will, thank you.
All right, I'll see you back in February, ma'am.
Okay.
And Your Honor, on Beth Jeffrey, I'm here on Jonathan Williams.
Okay, good afternoon. What are we gonna do with Mr. Williams this afternoon?
I need to get a discovery and offer on him. Can we put him on the status for February 7th?
Okay, that's fine. February 7th, status, 9 a.m. Does that work for you, Joffrey?
It does. It
Okay.
does. And I do not know who the solicitor is on this case.
Got Miss Allen also?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have, it's Miss Allen, do you have her contact information, or would you like for it to be placed into the chat?
I'd appreciate it being in the chat.
Would you all mind doing that for the court? Okay, we'll get that done, and once you get that information, if nothing further, you're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And is Mr. Williams with us also?
He is.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Good afternoon, Mr. Williams. You're free to go also. Have a good afternoon, sir. We'll see you back in February.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Position 49, Latanya Williams.
Good afternoon, Judge. Ms. Williams is present in court. Is that your?
That's me. Mm-mm.
Okay, well, I'll stand down, Judge.
Okay.
That's my case, Judge. She's present in court. I do have an offer and discovery from the state if we could hold and pre-try it and report back.
Okay, we'll be with you. Thank you, Ms. Williams.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Position 50, Melissa Wilson. Is that one of your cases?
Yes, Melissa Wilson, I'm present.
Oh, yes, good
Yes, Your Honor.
afternoon, Ms. Wilson.
Good
Let's-
afternoon, Your Honor.
See, I see that you're already represented by the Public Defender's Office.
And good afternoon, Judge. If Miss Wilson can just chat me her direct phone number, I'm gonna be assigned to her case and I can get some information for her today, Judge.
Okay, thank you. So if you'll do that, Ms. Wilson, we will be back with you directly, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor. Also, because I have a public defender, will I have a chance to be heard?
Yes, Miss Helen will talk with you, and any questions that you have, please direct them to Miss Helen when you speak with her. As far as being heard, Ms. Wilson, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. We have solicitors here that are listening to everything you say. This is also being live streamed on YouTube. As such, I'm sure that Ms. Helen would advise you to speak with her, but as far as what you say in the general session here, she may want to limit what you have to say, but speak with her first, and if you have any additional questions, I'm happy to answer them for you if I can, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. And the reason I asked, because I believe this was a clerical mistake that this case was picked up through the state in the first place. So
Okay.
that's why I asked.
Okay,
Okay.
Ms. Helen will be representing you, and she can look into anything that you need for her to look into, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Let me start with my courtroom first. Is there anyone in court who did not hear their name or who came in late? That was Nell Prost. Yes. Okay, let's go to.
Judge, I do have an announcement for someone in court so he can be released.
Okay, well, give me just a second so I can
Oh, I'm
finish up my
sorry.
calendar first.
Sure.
And make sure that I've gotten everyone. Is
Absolutely.
there anyone on Zoom that came in late, joined the session late, or did not hear their name?
Your Honor, Sean Collins here on behalf of Albert Coleman, or I'm sorry, Albert Colbert.
Willie Colbert, my apologies. I believe it's position 4 or 5.
Is position 8.
Position 8.
Yes, position 8, Willie Colbert. Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Collins. We were holding, I believe, for you, Mr. Colbert's here. Where are we with Mr. Colbert's case?
So we received paper discovery, but we cannot access anything online as far as video discovery. So I'm not sure if the state does not have the correct information, but we've checked both with my assistant and myself as far as their accounts, and we simply cannot find it. So if you could put us on a motions calendar and allow us to access the videos online, I'm happy to provide the state anything that they need as far as our evidence accounts.
Is this your case, Ms. Githia?
Yes, and yeah, I sent it to your email address and your assistant's email address.
You do
we can talk afterwards and try to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, because we just, for whatever reason, we can't access it. And you do seem to have the proper email addresses. Like, you certainly emailed me and Zach. So I'm just not sure why we can't get to it.
Okay.
All right, so if you want to work that out, I can place you on the February 21st motions calendar at 9 a.m. Does that work for you, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that's an in-person calendar for both you and your client, okay?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, anything further this afternoon? Yes, have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
Let's see, anyone else on the Zoom call who joined me late or who did not? What's your name, ma'am?
Position 13, Judge, that's Miss Fitton.
Oh, okay, thank you.
She is present, Judge. I have communicated the state's recommendation to her. I think that we have everything we need discovery-wise. We just need a little bit more time to work on this case since it's a new transfer to me. If we could just get a final plea calendar, please.
Okay, so we'll place you on the January 31st final plea at 1:30, okay?
January 1st.
Yes, and you'll get notice, Ms. Fitton, okay?
30, okay.
All right, do you have everything you need from Ms. Fitton, Ms. Rosenhuber?
I do, Judge. Thank you.
All right, you have a good afternoon, Ms. Fitton. I'll see you back in January.
Thank you.
Okay, is there anyone else on the call on the Zoom call?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Miss Lid Hall is now on the call, Your Honor. She came in late and you asked me
Okay.
to get in touch with her, but
Okay,
she's on the
so
phone now.
let me get through with my calendar call, Mr. Lewis, and I'll go ahead and take that plea this morning, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, is this Miss Lit Hall that's on the Wing Tech device? Is that you, Miss Whithall?
Mr. Lee, switch over and unmute Mr. Lee. She's coming now. Just see.
Okay. Is there anyone else that is on the Zoom call that I have not spoken with? Okay. Who's the gentleman that has the iPhone? Have I spoken to him? Mr. Gaither, you had a
Yes, Judge. Position number 9, Mr. Devon Daniel. He's actually a new case. He's not a transfer. That's why I didn't have any information for him. I've just spoken to him. I have his contact information, but I asked that this case is placed on the status calendar because I haven't even filed an entry.
February 7th, 9 a.m. status.
That's fine.
Okay. Mr. Daniel, I will see you back on February 7th. All right. You have a good afternoon. You have everything you need from him, Mr. Gaither?
He's free to go, Judge. I'll get
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Anyone else on the Zoom call who I have not spoken with? All right. Since I do have the paperwork, if we can get counsel's paperwork together so that I can take his plea as soon as possible, Ms. Githia, who from the state will be taking the Lit Hall?
I will, Your Honor.
Okay.
You
And
have that plea paperwork, correct?
I do have the plea paperwork. And who will be taking Miss Arnold's plea?
That's me as well.
Okay, have you been able to get the paperwork to counsel?
I emailed it, I sent it to him through DocuSign, and I also sent it to Mr. Randolph in case Mr. Stein cannot access it.
Have you received it, Mr. Stein? Okay, would you like us to print it out for you? Okay. That's fine, you're fine. So everyone who's waiting to speak with a public defender, please be patient. We only have a certain number of public defenders. They will give you a call in order. So just be patient with us. We will get to everyone before the end of the court session, okay? So let's see, Mr. Lewis and Ms. Lit Hall, are you both with me?
Yes, Sean, I'm here. Let me make sure she unmutes.
Can you hear me?
Miss Louise, go to and unmute.
Okay.
Can you? Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, can you hear her?
I can barely hear her. Can she turn up the volume maybe? Okay, now I can't hear it all.
Hey, Miss Louise, can you Miss Louise, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Your Honor, can you hear her?
Okay, yes, I can hear her.
Okay, all right, Miss Louise, we're
All
good.
right. So, but I can't see her now.
Oh, wow.
Wait, let me see now. If
Okay.
I go back where you can
Okay.
see me.
Yes, I can hear you and see you now.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, ma'am?
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Yes, Ms. Githia.
Yes, for the simple battery family violence, the state's offer is 12 months probation to attend a family violence intervention program, no further violent contact with the victim, Samantha Johnson, 40 hours of community service or a $300 fine. And we also discussed the fact that Ms. Lit Hall currently lives in Indiana, and they do understand that the Family Violence Intervention Program is a 6-month program. And so I had no objections to them doing one in Indiana comparable to what Georgia has. And does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Lewis, anything further?
No, Your Honor, we just need to know how to comply with the because she wants to do the 40 hours of community service. Is there any stipulation that the state has in terms of that as well?
No.
Okay.
Okay, generally it's done through a nonprofit organization, and they need, or she will need to get the dates and the time on letterhead from the nonprofit of when she's done the community service signed by an executive. or someone with the nonprofit, and turn that into probation. So that generally that's how it's done. Ms. Lewis. Okay. And I don't have any, we will get her the information regarding probation. I don't have any objection to her either phoning in or emailing for probation. That if Ms. Githier doesn't have any objection to that.
No objection. And I do apologize. I misunderstood when you asked about any stipulations. I thought you meant like outside of the normal. So I apologize for that.
Okay.
No, we'll make sure with the nonprofit, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything further, Mr. Lewis?
No, Your Honor, we're fine.
All right. So, Ms. Litt Hall, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 005946E, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery family violence. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, I am.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
No, I don't want to try by jury.
Okay, and you understand that that by making this plea, that you're giving up that right. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Ms. Litt Hall, let's see. We'll get you the information as to how to contact probation. I will ask that you contact them in the next 2 weeks or so. I will also, once you complete all the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get the terms of the probation done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation, okay?
That's fine, yes.
All right, very good. So we will get you that information. Anything further, Mr. Lewis?
No, Your Honor, we're fine. Thank you.
We will get Ms. Litt Hall the information in regards to probation, and if there's nothing else, you'll have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm glad that we were able to accomplish getting this done, Mr. Lewis. Thank you for working with the court.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor. May we excused?
Yes, have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay.
I am Harun Az. I am here.
What's your name, sir?
Harun Az, sir. I'm trying to reach. I am so sorry, but some reason I cannot speak.
Okay, I understand. So I'm trying to hear your name again. Tell me your name.
Harun Az, Harun. Last name is Ozzy.
Okay, okay.
I am so sorry. I'm trying to reach. My computer is not working. I was iPhone, and then you called who's iPhone.
Okay.
But I cannot reach. I cannot speak.
I could see you there, so I understand people have problems.
I have been here like 1 hour.
Position
almost.
30.
Thank you.
It is Howard, my lawyer. My attorney is Howard.
Yes, Mr. Oz, we've already spoken with your attorney. We have rescheduled your case to February 7th at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay. She contact me if you need to know about it. She contact me. She says she doesn't have any problem with me. She give me to sign the paper with notary.
Okay. Are you
I
speaking?
sent to my lawyer. Yeah, I sent to my lawyer today the paper. She sent me like 2 years ago. I took my case is closed already. I didn't know that. I just know I have a court today. I thought my case is closed already, but 2-3 years ago, she contacted me. She sent me email, and then she said she doesn't have any problem with me, and then she notarized the paper.
Okay, I'm gonna need for you to speak with your attorney about all that. Your attorney is Brian Howard, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, Honor.
Okay, so speak with Mr. Howard about what you're telling the court. All right. So you have his contact information.
Yeah, I have already. I sent him already emails, everything.
Okay, very good. So we'll see you back on February 7th. Okay.
February 7th. Thanks so much, Honor.
All right.
Have a
You have a
wonderful
good
day.
afternoon. Thank you. Okay, let's see. So for everyone else who has requested a public defender, please, again, be patient. We'll have someone with you. Until there's an announcement or plea ready, the court will be in recess. Okay,
Position number 31, Ms. Patterson. She just qualified for our services. She does qualify. I'll file an entry of appearance and request discovery. If we could just get a final plea calendar, the January 31st date should be sufficient.
all right, January 31st, final plea at 1:30. All right, and Ms. Patterson, free to go?
Yes, she is. You're good.
Are you with me, Ms. Patterson?
She is, Judge. She's right here.
Oh, okay, yes. Have a good afternoon, Ms. Patterson. We'll see you back in January.
Sarah, before you disappear.
Mhm. And just to write something, you wasn't with Orca. And then we got a call to.
Okay, we're good.
Ms. Gittier, are you ready on Julia Arnold?
Say yes.
Yes. Sorry.
Thank you, Ms. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
You raise your right hand for me. Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
You can place your hand down. Thank you. Ms. Gittier?
Yes, 1 second.
Yeah, I get it back. So just, yeah. No, go back to the Zoom, just his name.
For the DUI alcohol, less safe. The offer is 12 months to serve 24 hours, credit for time served 24 hours. The balance is probated to pay a $500 fine, 40 hours of community service, to do an alcohol drug evaluation and any required treatment, to attend a risk reduction program, attend one victim impact panel, license forfeiture, and for the remaining charges, which is distracted driving, reckless driving, and failure to maintain lane, they will merge. Does the defense stipulate to the facts, venue, and ID?
What was that?
Do you stipulate to? Go
Does
ahead,
the
Ms.
defense stipulate to the facts, the venue, and the ID?
Yes.
Anything further, Mr. Stein?
Judge, the only thing I would request is the affidavit of first conviction referral, and also that the probation become non-reporting once she completes all the special conditions of probation.
Okay, I have no objection to either of those. Any objection, Ms. Gittier?
Julia? No, Your Honor.
I'm just looking up her record really quickly.
What's that? Oh, okay, okay. Don't forget your phone over there.
This is her only charge appearing on her criminal history. No objection.
Okay. Ms. Arnold, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 006967E, you wish to plead guilty to driving under the influence of alcohol that's safe. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Ms. Arnold, let's see, we'll give you that affidavit. I will also have the probation go non-reporting when you complete the terms. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner that you won't be on reporting probation, which means that you won't have to pay those probation fees, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, ma'am. Once you get everything you need, you've gotten where you need to go for probation. Have they already given that to you?
I just filled out the form.
Okay, so I'll ask that you report to probation within the next 2 weeks or so, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you all if there's nothing further.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it be excused.
Yes, have a good afternoon.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, you also. Thank you for
Happy
your
holidays.
patience. You also. Thank you.
Big one. She.
Okay.
Okay.
I tried off. Okay.
I'm trying to get him back.
Okay.
So whatever y'all want to do.
Yeah, I'll take vegan.
Okay, thank you.
Let's see which position was on 12.
Okay. Now.
Judge, I have a few announcements whenever the court is ready for them.
Okay, go ahead.
Starting with position number 12, Judge, Miss Desiree Fegan. She is over Zoom and she does qualify for our services. I'll file an entry of appearance and request discovery. If we could just get the February 7th status calendar, please.
Okay. Position number 12, Ms. Fagan, February 7th, 9 a.m. status. And is Ms. Fagan free to go? Do you need anything?
She is, Judge. We have everything from her.
Okay, I appreciate your patience this afternoon, ma'am.
Thank you.
I'll see you back in February.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, Ms. Rosenhuber.
My next position is position number 34, Ms. Portia Quarterman. I did get updated contact information from her. We are still waiting on the body worn camera from the state. If we could just get the February 7th status calendar, please.
February 7th status, 9 a.m. And you have everything from Ms. Quarterman?
No, Judge, she's free to leave.
Okay. Ms. Quarterman?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, we'll see you back in February. You have a good afternoon, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next position, Judge, is position 44, Mr. Kenneth Ward. He is also present on Zoom. He is a new transfer from me and it's a DUI case. I believe that I have everything as of today, but if we could still get a status calendar to see if it needs to be put on a motions calendar, I would appreciate that before the final plea.
Okay. Would you prefer just to go on a motions calendar so that?
For a status calendar, Judge. I can
All
look
right.
at everything.
I'm just trying to move it along. This
I know, Judge.
February 7th, status at 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Ward, you're free to go this afternoon. I'll see you back in February.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
And lastly, Judge, I am about to step out to sign position number 49 for a negotiated plea, and I will be right back.
And Your Honor, I have an announcement.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Gaither.
Position number 14, Ms. Samantha Flowers.
Okay.
She qualifies for our services. I will represent her. I have her contact information, and so I ask that this case is placed on the next status calendar, so I can at least file an entry.
Okay, that will be February 7th. Status at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Judge. And Miss, I know she should be on Zoom.
Are you still with me, Ms. Flowers?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I'll see you back on February 7th, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Ms. Flowers, I'll be in contact with you, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Okay, Mr. Gaither, any other announcements?
Yes, Judge. I have a position 17, Mr. Jordan Hill. I'm trying to contact you to go over the application, Mr. Hill. You still there?
Can you hear me, Mr. Hill? I'm not sure who this is on the JOYAR device.
He's Mr. Jordan Hill. The screen is blacked out, and his name is across the screen. It says Jordan Hill. I'm not sure whether he can hear me.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. I'm trying to call you, Mr. Hill. So when I call you, kindly can you pick up? Because I know you probably didn't recognize the number.
Okay, yes, I didn't want to hang up this call.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what, Your Honor, does he have permission to hang up the call just so I can talk to him and then he can log back in?
Yes, so take Mr. Gaither's call, Mr. Hill, and then you can log back in, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, so I'll wait for that announcement. Let me see, I see that Mr. Lockhart, you've joined us. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Let's see, have you spoken with your attorney? Well, we have your attorney as a Mr. Durante Partridge.
I just received a text message. He said he filed for leave due to a family emergency. He said he's going to give the court a call now.
Okay. From what I believe that I heard, that you did not get notice because we didn't have your proper address. Do we have
Yes.
do we have your proper address at the present time?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you go ahead and put that into the chat for me, Mr. Lockhart? I'll need your address, your phone number, and your email address, okay?
Yes, sir.
I have a question.
Someone
So
someone's
my,
who's trying to get my attention?
Amina,
Oh, yeah, yes, ma'am. Are you on, are you,
I have an attorney already, but he had a conflict of interest today. So I wasn't sure if I was supposed to stay or.
yes, it was my understanding that he was going to join us at, can we get him muted, please?
Yeah, I texted him. He said he's still in his hearing. I know when I first started, you said something that he put some motion in or something in regards to him showing up.
Okay, so let's see. I am going to reschedule your case since we've heard from your attorney, and he's not with us yet, and it's a little after 3. I will reschedule you for a status calendar on February 7th at 9 a.m., okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you'll get notice, and your attorney will also. All right?
All right, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, so Mr. Lockhart, okay, we have your information, Mr. Lockhart. I am going to reschedule your case also for February 7th at 9 a.m., a status calendar, okay?
Yes, sir.
And so you'll get, now that we have your proper address, you'll get notice of that. And if you can be in contact with your attorney between now and then, we'd appreciate it, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, if there's nothing further, you have a good day, sir.
Thanks, you the same.
Ms. Rosenhuber, in addition to that plea on 49, I have that you also have position 36, is that right?
Oh. 36, Mr. Oh, yes, I was supposed to reach back out to him and make sure I got that application. I can do that right now, Judge. He didn't send me that application. Did you get in touch with Mr. Hill?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then. Hold on, Mr. Sport, but then.
Your Honor, while we're waiting, I'm going to make an announcement.
Okay.
Position 17, Mr. Jordan Hill.
Yes.
Mr. Hill, you back with us? Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait, Judge, until he
Okay.
joins us back in the zone. Mr. Hill, are you there?
I apologize, Mr.
Yeah.
Gaither. Are you speaking?
Yeah, I was trying to see was Mr. Jordan Hill. I see he's trying to log back in.
I'm here.
Okay, Judge, I'll make an announcement for Mr. Hill, position 17. He qualified for our services. I will go ahead and represent him.
Okay.
So I'm asking for a, again, an opportunity like that February the 7th status calendar, so I can file an entry. any motions need to be filed, talk to the state, talk to my client.
Okay, so we'll see Mr. Hill back on February 7th at 9 a.m. on that status calendar.
Oh, Mr. Hill, one more thing. Can you? No, you know what? I have your number. I'll get your email address. I'll call you. He's free to go, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. You have a good afternoon, Mr. Hill.
You too.
And I apologize, Judge. I hope I didn't interrupt you, but Mr. Gaither, do I still need to reach out to 12, 14, and 17? I just wrapped up with one of my other clients.
No, 17 was Mr. Hill. Miss Sarah Rosenhuber is going to represent Miss Fagan, number 12, and Miss Samantha Flowers.
Yes.
I'm representing Miss Flowers.
Okay. Well, Judge, in that case, I do have some announcements whenever the court's ready.
Okay, Miss Helen, I'm ready.
So Judge, I have spoken to first and foremost Miss Wilson, and I want to thank her for holding on. We did speak, Judge. I want to get the body worn camera footage, so I want to enter in my appearance for this. She is a transfer case. So Judge, I'd like to get that final plea calendar.
Okay, January 31st. Final plea at 1:30.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. Do you have everything you need from Miss Wilson?
Yes, Judge. May she be excused?
Yes. Have a good afternoon, Miss Wilson. Thank you for your patience.
My second announcement, Judge. I apologize. I've also spoken to Mr. Jefferson. Judge, I've actually sent him to the discovery. I apologize, my video is off. Sent him to discovery, and I just want an opportunity to enter in my appearance. Can I actually get, because just of the charges, I need to make sure I get the discovery and the body worn footage of that. Can I get a status just to give the state enough time to get all of the video discovery for that?
Are we speaking of Mr. Jefferson, who is position number 20?
That is correct, Judge. I apologize.
No, that's fine. I have down that we've already dispensed with Mr. Jefferson, and he was given January 31st final plea at 1:30. I thought we'd already spoken about that. Did we not?
Perfect, thank you.
Apologize, Judge. Then that's all my cases. I do have one more to speak with Mr. Williams. Judge, I just want an opportunity to get that status conference date. I want an opportunity to give Mr. Williams any discovery that he hasn't seen and reviewed. I also want to review videos with him as well, just given the charge. So can I get just a further out status calendar date?
Further out in February?
Oh, February is fine, Judge.
Okay, so the February 7th status at 9 a.m.
Spool.
Yes, Judge, that's fine.
Spool.
Okay.
12.
Which position is that on?
That is position 47, I believe Dontavius Williams.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other announcements, Miss Helen?
No, Judge, and I just wanted to make sure, was anyone else waiting to speak to a public defender?
Okay. Anybody else that, so you're free to go, Mr. Williams. We'll see you back in February. You're free to go, Miss Wilson. We'll see you back at the next hearing date. I'm not sure, who do we have on the iPhone?
That should be.
Stevens Group.
That's your client?
Yes, Judge, I was just gonna announce for him, but
Okay, go ahead.
position number 36, Mr. Spool, he does qualify. I'll be filing an entry of appearance and requesting discovery. If we could just have the February 7th status calendar, please.
All right, February 7th status at 9 a.m. for Mr. Sproul. Do you have everything that you need from him?
I do, Judge, thank you.
Okay, and that's, all right, Mr. Sproul, we'll see you next time. And, all right. Have a good day. I've been trying to figure out who this, Joyar.
I apologize, Judge. Is Miss Wilson excused?
Yes, I'll excuse Miss Wilson.
Okay,
Do you have a question, Miss Wilson?
No, no, I don't have any more questions. Did you say January the 31st, 2024 at 1:30?
Yes.
Okay, and Your Honor, what is that one for? That
Um,
date?
that's the status for today. I'm going to give Miss Helen the opportunity to investigate your case as you're a new client of hers. You expressed some interest in relaying information to her that you had, so she's going to investigate that, and that'll give her the opportunity to get all that done. She will also communicate with the state regarding whatever she needs to do in that regard. So I'm giving her the opportunity to get your case ready for the next phase. So if you come back, she's either going to announce that, that you want to go to a jury trial or a bench trial, or she'll announce that you want to enter into a plea or something of that nature. Okay, so I'm giving her the opportunity to work your case out. Okay, any other?
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, have a good afternoon, man.
Thanks, you too.
Okay, Mr. Partridge, I see you there. I appreciate you jumping on for us. Apparently, we've been in touch with your client. He did not update his information and maybe did not get this court date today. I don't know if you received it or not.
Judge, I will be very candid with the court. I did not. And partially because, Judge, I have been, I filed a leave due to a family emergency. So I've been in and out of the office. So I may have honestly overlooked it. But nonetheless, Judge, I do understand. We filed entry as well as for discovery some time ago as it relates to my client's case. I've not received the discovery at this point, Your Honor. So I would be asking for a reset of the status to at least get that information and try to and be ready to move forward.
I've already reset the case, given that your client showed up. It was reset to February 7th on the status calendar at 9 a.m. If that's fine with you.
Yes, Judge. I am free from the RICO trial that is ongoing in the court, so I should be free, barring any other conflicts.
Okay, very good. And who from the solicitor's office is handling this case? This is position 26. Okay. Do you have the solicitor's contact information?
Your Honor, I'm checking now to see. I believe I did receive an email about Mr. Lockhart's case.
Okay, I just want to make sure you have I just want to make sure you have everything you need before I let you go.
Yes, Your Honor. Anna Allen is who I need to speak with. And yes, we are in communication, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Very good. We'll see you back in February.
Yes, Judge. Thank you so much. Have a great one.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
His number in the bar association is correct, his website is correct, the number we have isn't correct, and the number on the thing isn't correct. I tried 4 ways to get in touch with him. That's why I ended up calling his client, and luckily I got in touch with him. There's no way to get in touch with that attorney.
Okay. Is there a way, I'm saying that we don't have your correct information. I'm not sure why, Attorney Partridge, but would you make sure that that you contact the clerk's office and provide them with updated information? You can either do that today by putting it in the chat, or you can do that formally by updating your entry of appearance.
Judge, I'll place my information in the chat as well as follow up. I was not aware, so thank you for Madam Clerk for bringing that to my attention. I'll make sure that everything is updated accordingly.
Okay, very good. So if you'll place that in there at the present time, at least we'll have it, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, we'll do right now.
Very good. Then you're free to go once you've done that.
Thank you, Judge.
And let's see, were we able to... So is this Mr. Pinkston that...
Yes, Judge, I'm messaging with that individual right now. He said he does wish to apply for the public defender's office, and I requested his phone number and email address, and I'm just waiting on that, and we're happy to reach out to him.
Okay, and we're ready on this plea for Ms. Williams also?
Judge? Did you get the paperwork? Yeah.
We can just invite the podium.
Good afternoon, Ms. Williams.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm well. I hope you are as well, ma'am. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear from the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Yes, counsel.
Yes.
Whatever you want to tell me. No, are you taking this plea? Okay, well, I'm ready for you. Okay, go ahead. However you want to be comfortable, it's fine with me. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask if the defense stipulates the facts and give you an idea.
Yes, we do.
Okay, and what's the recommendation?
Your Honor, the state's recommendation is 12 months probation, and that can go non-reporting the whole way through, and 60 months community service.
Okay.
60 hours community service.
Okay.
60 hours community service.
Is that your understanding, Ms. Rosenthal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, anything further?
No, Judge, we would just ask that the court accepts the negotiated resolution.
Okay, Ms. Williams, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 003149E, you wish to plead guilty to tampering with evidence, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol?
No,
this
sir.
afternoon? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have a right to a trial by jury? And that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Is there a reason that this needs to not terminate as opposed to going non-reporting?
Judge, it just wasn't negotiated, but we would ask
Okay,
that.
I mean, I would think that with 60 hours, once you do your 60 hours of community service, Ms. Williams, I'm gonna have the probation terminate.
Thank you.
Okay, so the sooner you get that done, the sooner you're not going to be on probation.
Thank you.
Does she already have what she needs to, the information for probation?
Not yet, Judge. I do need that QR code and then we will get her on her way.
Okay, so I just asked Ms. Williams that once you get that information, if you report to probation within the next 2 weeks or so, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right.
But that'll be the only time, right, Judge? Because it'll be non-reporting the whole time.
Well, she will be reporting. Oh, okay, it'll be so that's what it was to be non-reporting
The entire
the
time.
entire time?
Mhm.
Okay, so it'll be non-reporting the entire time except for the first time, and it will be to terminate upon completion.
Yes, Judge. I think the understanding was to prevent her from paying those probation fees. So I'm not sure if going once would still prevent her from doing that, but whatever the court needs her to do to get set up.
Okay.
Waive fees, report once. Okay, that sounds good.
So what I put was to be non-reporting the entire time except for the initial visit and then to terminate upon completion.
Okay,
Is that
sounds
fine?
good, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
So this lady's gonna help you out quick here.
Okay, let's see. Who do we still need to speak with aside from Mr. Pinkston? Did you get the information from Mr. Pinkston? I know you've been busy.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Rantoff, for those that did not appear, it'll be a bench warrant, okay?
Oh, he was all right.
Okay, thank you. Ready? That's Ms. Rosenhoover, would it be all right if we went over the calendar while you're gone, or would you like for me to wait for you to go over the calendar? I'm happy to wait for you to go over the calendar. No, no, I'll wait, I'll wait. The court- Court will be in recess until Ms. Rosenhoover returns.
Because she know I was just joking with her. There's and trying to stay healthy, you don't get injured.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or just, yeah,
You
but
can
you
sit
have
on
an
the
offer?
couch.
Yeah.
What is it?
Like,
12 months group.
yeah, well, problems.
No
but, you know.
contact with 40 hours community service. We can get on reports on completion, we can do credit for time served, and then the FF.
It's
Yeah.
common.
Okay, thank you so much. Judge, I have my last announcement, I believe.
Okay.
For position number 32, Mr. Pinkston, he does qualify for our services. If we could just get the status calendar so I can request discovery and go over everything with him. And if we're able to work it out, then great.
Okay. February 7th, status at 9 AM.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, and is Mr. Pinkston free to go?
He is.
Okay, Mr. Pinkston, we'll see you back on February 7th at 9 AM, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
I got one thing. For Miss, what her name, Miss Sarah.
Yes, sir.
It's my first numbers of my address is 1404, not 1402.
Okay, thank you so much for clarifying that.
Okay.
And the court has that proper address?
I think so, Judge, because we weren't the ones that reached out to him about court. So, Mr. Pinkston, you did get notice in the mail for court today, right?
Yes, I got my notice.
Okay, all right, thank you. We'll see you next time, Mr. Pinkston.
All right, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, sir. Okay, let's see, Ms. Randolph, whenever you are ready, and I take it, Ms. Rosenhuber and Mr. Gaither, that those clients that you did not announce on, you were not able to contact.
What, no, Judge. Was
Okay.
not.
All right, just wanted to make sure.
That's fine.
Okay,
Starting position 1, bench warrant. Position 2, reset status, February 7th. Position 3, bench warrant. Position 4, plea. Position 5, reset the final plea, January 31st. Position 6, bench warrant. Position 7, no pros. Position 8, reset motions calendar, February 21st. Position 9, reset status, February 7th. Position 10, no cross. Position 11, reset final plea, January 31st. Position 12, reset status, February 7th. Position 13, reset final plea, January 31st. Position 14, reset status, February 7th. Position 15, bench warrant. Position 16, bench warrant. Position 17, reset status, February 7th. Position 18, reset motions, February 21st. Position 19, bench warrant. Position 20, reset final plea, January 31st. Position 21, reset final plea, January 31st. Position 22, reset status, February 7th. Position 23, reset final plea, January 31st. Position 24, bench warrant. Position 25, plea. Position 26, February 7th, status. Position 27, jury trial demand. Position 28, reset motions, February 21st. Position 29, bench warrant. Position 30, reset status, February 7th. Position 31, reset final plea, January 31st. Position 32, reset status, February 7th. Position 33, no cross. Position 34, status, reset status, February 7th. Position 35, bench warrant. Position 36, reset status, February 7th. Position 37, reset show cause, January 31st. Position 38, reset final plea, January 31st. Position 39, bench warrant. Position 40, reset final plea, January 31st. Position 41, reset final plea, January 31st. Position 42, bench warrant. Position 43, bench warrant. Position 44, reset status, February 7th. Position 45, reset status, February 7th. Position 46, reset status, February 7th. Position 47, reset status, February 7th. Position 48, reset status, February 7th. Position 49, plea. Position 50, reset final plea, January 31st.
Questions, comments, concerns?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Yeah,
All
good.
right, if everything's fine,
Your-
I will
Your Honor,
see. Yes,
sorry to interrupt. There's a defendant who just came up to the state court's office and I think is headed down to G33 right now. So I know it's past the calendar call, but just wanted to let you know.
What is his name?
okay, do we know who that is, Mr.
Give me
Granville?
1 second.
Give her those things.
That may be a record. Too late. Oh. You too.
Sorry, I'm getting his name right now.
Okay, thank you.
I think the defendant's name was Turquavius Cullens from this morning, position 7.
That was my case, Judge. He was placed on the show cause calendar, because I had contact with his family, so he does not have an active bench warrant right now.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Granville. We'll take care of him if he comes down. He's already been reset. All right.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate everybody today. And I will see you all tomorrow morning.
Sounds good, Judge.
Oh,
Thank you.
Do I see everybody tomorrow morning? Okay.
Oh, yeah, yes, sir.